Okay, I want to go over this picture here of Tesla's rotating magnetic field generator. This is a two-phase alternating current generator. And what you're seeing here is there's a rotor that has two coils, and the four ends of those two coils are coming out into looks like brushes or slip rings that come out into a two-phase alternating current. These are two permanent magnets, like north and south, on the two inner sides here. And what's wrapped around them, I'm thinking now, is two copper wires that are around maybe like ferrite rod rings, like they use for those. I forget, those little transformers, you know, how you can boost the amperage of the current with a ferrite rod ring like this, and you can run more than one device on one current by running the current through these ferrite rod rings that boost, or I don't know what exactly they do, but it's kind of interesting the way I figured out how this might work. Is I think that this is kind of in the same way as that series wound motor that I showed in my last post, but it's kind of like an interlocking of the DC current with the I don't know. Well, here, let me explain. Is these two coils right here have two wires, right? And in the series wound motor, the two ends of those two wires are going to a battery. So if you have those two ends going to a battery and they come and wrapping around in these two coils and they come out, and the two ends of those go into a commutator in the back with four plates, then you could have two coils wrapped into the rotor that are receiving a current that it's getting boosted with ferrite rod rings here around permanent magnets. And then it would be fed into the same rotor, and then it would come out of the same rotor into another current. See, you can almost imagine that you're feeding a current into this thing, and then it's coming out of this thing, and then being fed into the rotor of this thing, and then it's coming out of this thing again. It's kind of interesting if you look at the current and try to figure out where it's going in this machine, because after this it gets put into another series of coils right here. You get the four wires get wrapped into four more coils, and these four coils, in a combined action of that two-phase alternating current generator, perform the rotating magnetic field. So in a way, like that series wound motor, that if you don't have a load connected to it, it'll race to destruction, and instead if the belt breaks or whatever, then the load will disconnect and the motor will race to it. Well, Tesla did attach a load to his motor, but it was electrical. That's what this. Instead of a belt, he turned it into an electrical current. Which is just like a belt. It's just electrons instead of moving parts. It's kind of, I think it's kind of brilliant. I don't know. I just kind of had this insight while I was looking over that video again, and then I just kind of went back to this motor, and I don't know. I just wanted to post this idea just to see what people thought of it, because so if we go back to the motor back here, this is all coming from a DC battery. Like, you connect a DC battery into these two wires, they come out, go into a commutator that turns it into like a pulsating current, and then then you have four other coils that receive a two-phase alternating current that come out of it, and then it gets sent into a rotating magnetic field setup of coils, and that's all coming from a DC battery. So that's my latest thought on that series wound video that I posted up yesterday. So this is what I think Tesla did with it. Instead of a load with a belt, he put a load with a two-phase alternating current as a rotating magnetic field, and whatever the rotating magnetic field is rotating is the load. and that's how his motor wouldn't race to destruction. It's kind of brilliant. Anyway, let me know what you think. That's my idea for now, and I'm going to keep working at my generator flywheel and hopefully get more stuff done with that soon. Anyway, stay tuned, and I'll keep you posted.